Hi friends, in chapter 4 more functions I have here 9th lecture, that is before.html. Inside this file I have here HTML boilerplate code. In line number 3 I have your heading, that is before jQuery function, and in line number 4 I am simply loading jQuery library via this script src tag. From line number 5 to line number 9, in this second script tag I am saying when document is ready, call this callback anonymous function. This lecture I am going to show you how you can use before jQuery method to insert a content before an HTML control. So for this purpose, first of all I am going to have an input button, submit button with the value insert before. After this button I'm going to have 2 line breaks, and then I'm gonna have here a div. I'm going to assign some inline CSS to this div, that is background color equals cyan, maybe width 400 pixels, height maybe 50 pixels, and the text inside this div as this is div. Sorry, I'm gonna assign an ID to this div as well, that is d1, and an ID to this input button, submit button as well, that is ID equals btn. Now what do I want this time is, if somebody is clicking this submit button, this div will get selected, and before this div another HTML content will get inserted. So let me show you here. I'm gonna select here the button via ID. So jQuery selector and the ID of button, and then I'm gonna call here click event handler function of the button. I'm gonna assign a callback anonymous function to this click event handler, to this click event. Inside this document.ready function, I'm gonna select the button using button's ID, that is btn, and then gonna assign the click event handler function to this button. Inside this click event handler function, I'm going to select the div using div's ID, that is d1, and then going to call here before jQuery method. Inside this before jQuery method, I'm gonna pass a parameter. As part of parameter, I'm going to pass another div. Inside this div, I'm going to have text, this is another div. So what is going to happen here, if somebody is clicking this button, look, button's click event handler function will be called, and then after this d1, d1 having ID d1, div having ID d1 is selected here, and before method is called on selected div, this before method will simply insert a new div before this selected div. So let's go ahead inside browser and verify the output. Okay, here I have the first div, and clicking this button will simply insert another div just before this div. So here is the content of the another div just before this selected div.